Welcome back to Brian's Art of Creation. In today's Creative Mindset episode, I wanted to share a sketch and a face, a character, an amazing human being with you guys. And I wanted to inspire you guys to never give up and to keep pushing forward no matter what. So what you see me building here is a sketch of Jim Varney. I've always loved Jim Varney from growing up, from watching his Ernest movies, watching him in a couple other movies. And then this last year, I was able to read a full biography on him and learn even more about him. And the thing that really inspired me was the fact that he just never gave up. He just kept pushing forward no matter what kind of got in his way. Starting out, he was doing different comedy things, and his Ernest career really started with doing commercials. And the number of commercials was just astounding. I think he was doing something like a couple commercials a day every week, and he knocked out at least well over 1,000 commercials for different companies that picked him up before he even started in on the Ernest movies. But he would put everything that he had into them. There were certain shots where he would get hurt, where he wasn't worried about, doing these stunts, and no matter how much he was aching, no matter how tired he was, anything else that was going on in his life, this was his dream and what he wanted to do. Even in a few moments to where people were getting a little upset because he became Ernest, and it was Ernest, not Jim Varney. And he was trying to kind of break out of that role and do a little bit more of his drama acting and a little bit more character type of stuff that wasn't comedy. And he got a lot of backlash for it, but he still pushed forward. And unfortunately, he did pass away at a very young age. But I do believe that he was definitely on his way to breaking out of that. Even in his last few years, they talked about him, losing weight, losing a lot of his energy. But he was still pushing hard and going all in with those last few Ernest movies. And so doing this sketch and exploring these expressions and the facial movements that he has is why I chose Jim Varney. But then also just knowing the drive that he had, the purpose that he had of just going in there, going after it, and never giving up. So I want you guys to take a moment and think about that and just enjoy the sketch I have for you, but really just enjoy the person himself and the message that he put out into the world. Thank you guys so much again for listening. If you guys have any questions, concerns, anything that you're struggling with, I would love to help out. Please go and take a look at my Patreon and join in, help out. That allows me to keep creating these videos for you guys. It also helps me to keep pushing through with my Little Heroes project, finding new kids and creating amazing pieces for them and their families. Subscribe here on YouTube. Keep checking out the videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week.